Buenas tardes otra vez y bienvenidos al video de Bienvenida a la semana 1. Hey, this is a welcome to our first week of class. Now there's many different things you'll be able to see that you will have to complete during this week. Now every week will be divided up with having some specific objectives as well as activities you will need to do to complete those objectives. Now, as we are condensing what is normally a 15-week course into 6 weeks, obviously it's going to seem like quite a bit of work. Now, and particularly in this first week, because there's also the introduction with the syllabus information and quizzes that you need to complete. Okay, now you'll see that we have our objetivos específicos, our specific objectives, and so during this introducción y capítulo 1, you'll learn about and you'll familiarize yourselves with the course site, the required technology, and some of the course materials. You'll get to know the instructor and also some of your classmates. You will also communicate with your partners to make plans for completing dialogues 1 and 2. Now typically the dialogues will be due on Wednesdays and Sundays, but I wanted to give one extra day here at the very beginning of the semester, so dialogue 1 will actually be due this upcoming Thursday on May 19th. Okay. Now we do only have a class currently of 3 students, and so you will want to try to find a time to arrange where all 3 of you could get online together and do these different dialogues. Now each person is going to play a role 2 times, so every dialogue is set up for 2 people to speak. For example, doctor, patient. And each one of you will have to play the doctor once, each one of you will have to play the patient once. And obviously, because one person will be working twice, they'll have a little bit more, but you could also let me know which one you prefer me to grade, or to grade both and take the highest score. You will be able to greet each other, introduce yourselves appropriately, express and spell your names, become familiar with names and titles in Spanish-speaking countries, make small talk about yourself, including information about your occupation, profession, nationality, some weather expressions, state some basic likes, dislikes, ask and answer questions regarding how you and others feel, and identify the difference between cognates and false cognates. And so to do this, and you want to start working on this as soon as possible, you want to familiarize yourself with this course. Okay. 1, you will watch the introduction videos. 2, you will review the course syllabus, ask any questions to clarify concerns, and complete the quiz by Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. And then you can go ahead and get started with other week 1 assignments, which will include introducing yourself using Google Hangouts on Air, start working in the textbook and My Spanish Lab online text assignments. You will take a grammar quiz on the material in My Spanish Lab. You will get in touch with your partners to begin preparing dialogue 1. You'll watch this video that I'm currently making. You'll read the textbook, complete the corresponding activities again. For part 2, you'll take the vocabulary quiz in Blackboard. You'll turn in dialogue 1, and I apologize, I will change this. It currently says Wednesday, it will say Thursday as you look at it. You'll read the textbook, complete corresponding activities. You will take the quiz in My Spanish Lab, the second grammar quiz, and you will turn in dialogue 2 on Sunday of this week by 11:59 p.m. You also will log 2 hours of language and cultural contact. Now as we go into this folder, you will see a couple things. You will see the lista de tareas, which again are things that you will need to do. Okay? And I kind of broke it down so that maybe hopefully it doesn't look so overwhelming. Yeah. Most things will be due May 22nd by 11:59 p.m. The one thing that will, or two things that will be due before that will be the syllabus quiz, due May 17th at 11:59 p.m., as you can see here, and the first dialogue, which will be Thursday, May 19th by 11:59 p.m. Okay. And I've broken it up into two segments. From here on out, you'll only see one chapter per week, but you have the presentación de la clase, and this is all the introduction. So you want to make sure you view the online coordinator introduction video. You have my introduction video again. You have review of the syllabus, as well as other information, and the presentación personal, your own personal presentation, so that we can start to get to know each other. The instructions, as well as a video, if you are unfamiliar with Google Hangouts on Air, how to create that. Okay. So if we go back into Semana 1, we will also see Capítulo 1. And so here we have the Semana 1 plan. Okay, so this will actually show you, let me bring this up. This plan is actually going to show you in a Word document, as we wait for Word to open, exactly which exercises you will be completing this week. And of course, this did not want to open on my computer right now. So let me go back and try this again. Let's see if it'll open. Very good. Okay, so each chapter will be divided into two different parts. Okay, and so here's what you're going to read in your textbook, and then the corresponding online activities. And you can see it will go down to, you want to do these in order. When you reach the point, now you're ready for the quiz. These last three assignments will count as your quiz. They will be 10 points apiece, so 30 points for the first quiz. And you will have 5 minutes per activity, so 15-minute quiz altogether. Then you will start part 2 of the chapter, and you will read through all this information. You will complete the online corresponding activities, and now you're ready for the second quiz. So you will go to Blackboard, you will find the quiz under the tab, Tareas Semanales, weekly homework, okay, and then you'll go to Semana 1, Capítulo 1, and the quiz this week is on Palabras Asociadas con la Salud, which is on the list of vocabulary found on page 31. You'll study these terms, you'll be familiar with them, how they're spelled, their accent marks, the articles that go with them, the el, la, los, or las, and regarding singular or plural, masculine or feminine, and you will have 10 minutes to take the quiz, so you must know those words very well. Okay. And so you will see in this folder, you will find the quiz, the vocabulary quiz. You will find the online oral dialogue number 1, which will have the instructions. It also has a copy of the rubric on how you will be evaluated. Gives you the instructions, and again, a video on how to use Google Hangouts on Air if you are unfamiliar with that program. Okay. We go back. You will have the same thing for the online oral dialogue number 2. Okay. Well, I hope you have a good week. I know there's a lot to do. This is probably the most in a given week, so if you make it through this week, you'll be doing just great. Nos vemos pronto.